So basically, I can work from wherever as long as I have Wi-Fi and my laptop.
Hello everyone, welcome back to yet another video. I'm going through a series right now where I'm interviewing people that I know, close connections that I have, and right now I'm doing a series where it's a day in the life. Got a bunch of cool, exciting videos planned. Got one with a Python hunter, a filmmaker. Just got a bunch of really cool videos planned. But today we're actually going to be doing an interview and a day in the life video with a cruise travel agent. I don't know about you, but I love going on cruises. I love cruise ships, and I think this is going to be an exciting and insightful video within a niche and within a world that I think is just super fun and exciting. So without further ado, let's go through a day in the life of a cruise travel agent and go through this interview. Let's do it. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe for more videos like this. Peace. All right, and then just restate the question.
Okay.
Okay. What's your name and what do you do for a living?
What is my name? It's Mary Kennedy, and I am a travel agent.
Okay, and how did you get into this business?
Well, I started in hospitality, and when I had my son, I needed something to keep me at home so that I could be with him and also, provide for the family in some kind of way. And so I went through different things, different businesses, and ended up being a travel agent, but I focus on cruises primarily. Because of hospitality, I love all kinds of parties. I was an event planner, but that kept me up until like 2, 3, 4 a.m. and out of the home doing these events. So I like the same mentality. A cruise is always a party, and you can have like a all-inclusive event where it's everything from their breakfast, lunch, dinner to all of their activities to traveling. So it's all fun. I've been trying to try all the major cruise lines so that I can literally explain to my clients the differences. I try to try out all the private islands. I try to spend time at all the ports. Just because I feel like it's a fun education, but it is an education. The pros and cons, okay, because it is allowing me to work from home, I can get calls at any time of the day, on the weekend, while I'm at church, I want to respond immediately. And they expect that because that's their time off when they can actually plan something fun. So it may interrupt some of my fun time, but then in the end, it's worth it. The most challenging part about my business is that, it's two things. One, people think they're paying a travel agent something extra for my service, and they are actually not ready to come to me for help because they don't want to pay extra. They just want to pay for their cruise. The truth is, they can get the exact same rate from me as the cruise line, but they get all my services because the cruise line pays my commission. And so that's a challenging communication to make because I'm the extra help, the concierge. And another, I guess, challenging thing is that they may see a really good deal online, and that is the truth. That is the deal. However, it's usually for the lowest rated cabin on the cruise ship when you see those really low rates, which are great rates. And if you're willing to take the inside cabin at the bottom of the ship, then great. But they're calling me already seeing this really low rate, and I have to explain to them, yes, I can get that for you, but also, do you actually want to be in that room? So every cruise has its own fun, and I have had the time of my life on pretty much every cruise. I cannot say that there's any cruise I would ever take back. So I guess traveling with my best friends and my family is the most fun for me, and just that time together. So it's whether we're dancing at an ABBA party, which is one of my favorite things to do, or whether we're just hanging out on the pool deck and everybody's totally chilling. Those are my favorite moments. Or actually just going to dinner with everybody, sitting around the table and everybody talking about their day and what they've done. We're coming together. So that's awesome. And worst experience, I won't say which cruise line, but there was a cruise a long time ago that they were going into dry dock immediately following our cruise. And so dry dock means they're gonna like renovate the cruise ship, and usually it is an awesome thing that cruise lines do, because it becomes like a brand new ship in most cases. And we got a deal on this cruise because they were doing this immediately following our cruise. And we did hear in our room, we heard drilling, and like there was power tools going blah, 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 blah. They didn't do it at night while we were trying to sleep. They were doing it during the day thinking we were out of our cabin. Unfortunately, our son wasn't feeling well and was trying to sleep during the day, and that was definitely interfering. We went and told the front desk. They made it better. They gave us a specialty dining. They gave us bottles of wine. So ends up, we had a great cruise. I would do that cruise again. But now, as a travel agent, this was before I was a cruise travel agent, but as a travel agent, now I know, hey, let's look to see, is this cruise ship maybe going into dry dock, and they're trying to get ahead of the game with their repairs prior to even docking and doing that. So, you know, that's the worst thing that's ever happened, and I will take it any day. So basically, I can work from wherever as long as I have Wi-Fi and my laptop. And I get calls all day. And it may be someone, like this morning, I got a text asking me to pay off their cruise. Their cruise final payment is due at the end of July, and they want to go ahead and pay it. So I will be doing that and then sending them a confirmation that their cruise is now paid in full. I might get several emails or phone calls asking for certain cruises, or saying they saw this special online, and I'll look it up and see what I can do for them. And sometimes I convince them, you know, that is a great deal, but if you go on this ship, it's going to go to the same ports, but it's a better ship, and it may be a better, you know, situation for them, you know. So it's my job to kind of know my client. It's my job to, like, I have a client that her husband has been in the military, and so I know he can get discounts on, let's say, Celebrity. That's one that does good military discounts. And so whenever she calls, I make sure I'm checking Celebrity, because I know I can get an even better deal with his military discount. I know another client, when they call, they are platinum with Carnival. So I always check Carnival, and if I go into their account, I can see if they have even gotten even more special offers, that were specific to that client for a future cruise. So it's basically looking up cruises, making payments. Today I'm working on some fun stuff that I'm gonna send some of my clients. I send them like luggage tags and like magnetic hooks and things for their rooms, like little helpful things. I've sent them floats before. It's just because it's a little extra touch that they wouldn't get from the cruise line itself, but like, thanks for using me for your cruise, you know? Basically, if you're a future cruise travel agent or a travel agent at all, what I would suggest they do is be prepared that the money will not come at first. It's kind of like real estate. You know, it's like you have to do all your training up front. The commissions don't come in till after the people take their cruise, so your first cruise may not even be for 6 months after you actually book it. So a lot of people will start doing their training while they have another job. And so I would highly recommend, you know, don't count on the cash immediately. I would also say, get yourself educated on every single cruise line. Every cruise line has different rules. They have specifics in their websites for booking their cruises, and all of them have training programs that you can go through. And so that has helped me tremendously. I train to the highest level in every cruise line that offers training, because their rules are very different. Some let you carry a bottle of wine on board. Some absolutely will remove that from you as you're checking in. Just different things. Some are better at having kids on board. Some are a no children policy. Some let you book your children across the hall from you. Some do not. So, there's just different things that you need to be aware of. It's a lot of training. But I would just say it also is rewarding because you get to see people have their happiest moments. You get to see that they just had the trip of a lifetime with their family. Because I do say that cruising is one of those things that as long as you like the cruise itself, like being on the water, then it is one of the ultimate vacations because you're not worried about who's paying for dinner, where you're going. Everything is included unless you're, paying for something extra. There's something for everyone. At any given time, there tends to be like 10 activities at the same time. So it's very rewarding for me to see someone come back and be like, my kids were crazy about those water slides, and my husband and I were, at the poolside chilling and watching them come down the slides, and, we all did this excursion together. One family did a waterfall excursion where they climbed the waterfalls, and it's something they said they never would have tried because it was treacherous, but then they did it with their family. It was a really good bonding experience. Just enjoy your life. Like, that's what I feel like is why I'm doing this. I like to enjoy my life, so I go on a lot of cruises. So it's like I'm a fan, and I would just say if you can, there is cruises that are way cheaper than going to a hotel, and because again, all your food is included. It's like includes your travel as you go to these ports. So it's just like, listen, try it out,
And how can people follow your journey and support you as a cruise travel agent?
Well, I'm on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and I'm sunnybreezes.com, and Cruising with Mary. You can get there either way, or just reach out if you know me. But I'm happy to look anything up at any time. So.